So if you want to make lots of money, there's a very good chance you're going to need to know how to market yourself. Marketing yourself is very important. Marketing yourself is more important than the deliverable. Okay? So maybe you're like, Aaron, all right, so I was talking to this guy. This is a great example. I was talking to this guy, and he bought the 51 Pillars of Wealth. And when you and if you get it you have the ability when you get the 51 Pillars of Wealth to talk to me on the phone personally, one-on-one for 15 minutes. So I'm talking to this guy, and he knew all about the restaurant business. Okay, so he knew all about the restaurant business. He'd been in the restaurant, he'd been a manager at the restaurant business for a long time. So he could make a lot of money teaching people what he knows. If he knew what he was doing, and inside the 51 Pillars of Wealth, I'd give him tools. He's got tools. All he's got to do is follow the tools and start to see results. He could make a lot of money. He could easily make $100,000 to $1 million a year by teaching people how to manage restaurants. Because think about this. There's lots of people out there, their dream is to start a restaurant, right? They want to start a restaurant for a lot of reasons. Financial freedom, also to be a big shot, right? If you own a restaurant, you're the man. You get to walk around, and when you're at the cocktail party, what do? Oh, I change tires at Dobbs. What do? Oh, I'm a server. Oh, what do you do? I own a restaurant. See how that works? So there's nothing wrong with using starting businesses or going about things with the idea of it's going to elevate your social status as a core motivator, right? A lot of things we do, pretty much everything we do is either to lower, we do it to raise our social status, to make us seem cooler, to make us seem, that's why people buy Lamborghinis, right? Why do you buy a Lamborghini? You buy it because you drive around and people say, oh shit, look at that dude. He's got a Lamborghini. That motherfucker's doing something important with their life, right? Raises your social status. All right, so anyway, if this guy wanted to, he could take the skill that he knows about how to manage a restaurant, and people would pay him a lot of money for it, right? Think about this. If someone's going to throw $100,000 into starting a restaurant, you think they'd be willing to pay him $10,000 for maybe, I don't know, maybe there's different ways to market it, but maybe, let's say, a 3-month coaching program to where he teaches them how to run the restaurant? Well, yeah, because this guy that knows all about running restaurants is going to know what to do. If you start a restaurant, unless you've managed a restaurant, but if you're just starting a restaurant off the blue, you don't know anything about it. So by paying him $10,000, it would easily save them tens and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars of doing the wrong things, right? But you got to know how to market yourself. Marketing yourself is more important than the deliverable, because if you don't know how to market yourself, you're never going to make any money. You might have, if you've ever been in like a multi-level marketing company, you probably heard this example. I'm going to tell it to you anyway because it illustrates this point. Have you ever been to McDonald's? Okay. Have you ever made a hamburger? Okay. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I'm going to say you have. Have you ever had a McDonald's hamburger? Whose hamburger tastes better, yours or McDonald's? Yours tastes better. Right, guys? I don't cook, right? Me cooking, I don't really know about any of that cooking stuff, all right? But I could go make a good hamburger, right? I could go hop in the car. I could go to Whole Foods. I go get a burger. I'd come home. I'd figure out how to cook it. I put a bun on it, put some pickles on it, put a little spice on it, right? Make it, ooh, look, the little hamburger is going to be all good. My hamburger would be better than McDonald's. Who has sold more hamburgers, McDonald's or you? McDonald's ass. How is that possible? How is it possible that you make a better hamburger, but McDonald's has sold gazillions and trillions and quadrillions and sextillions and gazillions hamburgers? Because they know how to market it. It's all about the marketing. You have to know how to get what you have and put it in front of people in a way to where they want to give you money for it. Okay? Now, once you know how to do that, there's 2 ways to do it. There's 2 ways to market yourself. There's the old way, and then there's the new way. There is the hard way, and then there's the easy way. The hard way is where you go out there and you hustle and you bump and grind. So you could go hand out flyers. Okay? you could go talk to people in the mall and you could say, hey, I got this great hamburger. Let me show it to you. Come buy it, right? That's what most people do who try to market themselves, all right? Like I know I was talking to this lady the other day. She's in It Works. So, like, she has this thing to where she sells stuff that makes your hair grow faster, right? I used to have a big afro, right? So I've used It Works before, right? It does. It makes your hair grow faster, right? Nothing wrong with that. But what is she doing? She's like going up there and talking to people and hoping to talk to enough people to where she gets someone that's interested that buys from her. That works, right? You could do that. Anything that you're selling, if you go out there on your feet and you talk to enough people or you pass out enough flyers, eventually someone will buy. That's very time consuming. That's not scalable, which means you can't grow it, and there's a better way. The better way is something called attraction marketing. Attraction marketing gets people to come to you. Okay? Attraction marketing puts you in a position to where people who are looking for what you have come to you, find you, and buy from you. So that guy, that example, right? The restaurant guy that knows all about restaurants. So if he wanted to market that, and I don't know if he does or he doesn't, he's got to choose whatever path he wants to go down. He could do that. He could also, make money selling on eBay. He could make money on Fiverr, right? There's a bunch of different avenues he's got to take. My job is to supply the avenues, and you guys pick whatever works best for you. Because some people, they're like, ooh, I kind of like this. Some people, they're like, ooh, I really like that. So I want to give you all the options so you can look at all the ones, but I only give you options that are basically bulletproof. They're guaranteed to work. They're time and tested. So you can pick any of these proven to work opportunities to get rich, and you just follow it, right? If you're in the 51 Pillars of Wealth, you see the breakdown, right? You see this, boom, all these things for this. This, boom, all these things for this. eBay, boom, all these things for this, right? So you can go through you pick whatever path that you want to pick. So, where was I going before I got off on this tangent? That is a very good question. I was talking about what were we talking about? How to market yourself, right? So, there's attraction marketing. That's getting people to come to you. So what that guy could do is, if he wanted to, he could find people that are just starting restaurants. I'm sure there's a way with all the technology we have to find people that are starting restaurants. So he finds 1,000 people that are starting restaurants. Maybe he mails them all a letter. The letter basically says, hey, I see you're starting a restaurant. I've managed a lot of restaurants. I know everything there is. If you don't know certain things that I know, you're going to spend a lot of time and waste a lot of money messing stuff up. I suggest you call me so I can teach you what I know, right? So he could find a database of like 1,000 people starting restaurants, send a letter to those 1,000 people. He could automate it. To do that whole process would take him an hour. And then out of those 1,000 people, he would have people that easily pay him $5, $10, $15, $20,000 to teach them what he knows. Guess what? If you're selling something that's $10,000, he would only have to get 10 people to buy it. He's made $100,000. That's very doable. People do that. But that method that he used, that's called attraction marketing. That's getting people to come to him. I didn't say get on the phone and call those 1,000 people. Send them a letter. Write the letter, you type the letter out once, then you send it out, and then you can consistently get people to come to you interested in what you have. And guess what? Once he goes through those 1,000 people, right, he could find another 1,000 people, mail them the same letter, get them to come to you. It's called attraction marketing. You want to use attraction marketing. Stop using, I'm not sure what you're doing, or even if you're doing anything like this, but don't ever do anything to where you're going out there chasing people. I was in a network marketing company. I was in a pyramid company. Pyramid company. So I'm not in one anymore. Nothing wrong with them, by the way. I know people that are making a lot of money with them. But they're those things, you get in it and you get your friends and family underneath it. And then they get their friends and family and you get all these people underneath you and then you make money because you guys are all buying and selling the product, right? So I was in one of those. I was in multiple ones of those. When you're in one of those, they all tell you to do the same thing. Make a list of all your friends and family and call your friends and family and try to sit down with your friends and family and sell them on joining your business opportunity. The number is like a good number that they tell you to aim for is like 1 a week. If you can get like 1 to 2 a week, right? If you can get 1 to 2 people a week to sign up underneath you in the pyramid company and the network marketing company, that's considered doing really well. To do that, you got to be on the phone calling people. When you're out at the restaurant, you got to ask the server if they're, keep their options open and they're, looking for additional income, revenue streams or whatever. And then you got to sit down with them. So that's chasing people. You want to use attraction marketing. So when I was in a network marketing company, I used attraction marketing. I'll tell you exactly what I did, all right? I made YouTube videos. And I put those YouTube videos in front of people that was searching YouTube. So people go to YouTube and they will search YouTube for different phrases. And some of the phrases are ways like how to make money part-time, additional ways to make money. The best multi-level marketing companies. There's people out there that search for that. I made a bunch of YouTube videos and put them on YouTube. So what would happen? Someone goes to YouTube, they type in good network, good multi-level marketing company to join. They would see my video explaining my company. And then there would be a link to where they could go sign up for my network marketing company. All right? Then there would be another video. I'd have other videos out there. So if someone was looking for ways to make money part-time, I made a YouTube video. I put it on YouTube. And anytime someone would search that, they would find my video and they'd watch my video. Then from my video, I would take them to a page where they could sign up in my company. I was getting 2 people to sign up a day underneath me. So a good goal of the company was getting 1 to 2 people a week to sign up. From calling people and sitting down and having meetings with people and all that stuff. I didn't do any of that. I made some YouTube videos. You know how long it takes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to make a YouTube video. I put it up there once. People would consistently, forever and ever, go and watch those YouTube videos. Then, from those YouTube videos, they would go be redirected to my URL to sign up. I was getting 2 people a day to sign up underneath me on my team in my network marketing company without ever talking to them. That's like a network marketing person's dream. How is that possible, they say? Well, because I'm using attraction marketing. I'm getting people to come to me. I'm getting people to chase me. I'm putting myself in a position to where people that are interested in what I have can find me and buy from me. Whatever it is that you're going to market or think about marketing, whatever service, whatever product, use this method. Find a way to use attraction marketing. Get people to come to you. Become the hunted, not the hunter. You don't want to go out there and be hunting people and be working. You want to, and the YouTube video is other things, right? It's a system, right? YouTube is a system. It's a little system I was using, right? Because people would watch the YouTube videos. I was using YouTube as a way to help automate the business, right? And then guess what I did? I taught what I knew to people I was signing up, and I had a guy started killing it, was getting 1 to 2 people a day signing up underneath him as well, and our fucking team was growing like crazy. We were making a bunch of money because we were using attraction marketing. We were putting ourselves in a position where people were coming to us while everybody else was going out there and chasing people. Just keep this in mind and figure out how can you use this in your life to make you money.